everybody. I'm Allison Tharp. Welcome to Tharp World. This is our very special silk screening show. I've never done silk screens on Tharp World before, so I have, in the last week, burned a screen. And this is, and you'll see I'm very new at silk screening, so this is going to be one of my very first attempts at doing it. So I thought, why not do it live, so you guys can sort of see the process and so that I can get used to it, and it'll be really fun. I have a bunch of scrap papers to use and some really fun papers that were given me, and also today I'll be printing on some of my previous work that I've been doing on the show. This is for a big mural that I had been working on the past couple weeks, and so we're going to print on this. These are pieces of cedar that I found, and I've done some collaging of papers and stuff to kind of seal the wood and give it a nice foundation. Here's a piece of gessoed, just a wood panel. I'll be printing on that too. Here's a piece of spray painted, the spray painted wood. It has a lot of its original texture left, so we'll get like a different effect there. And then this paper is also found. This is from a 1920s. And even has, I think it's 1921, it actually has the year watermarked on it somewhere. 1921, you can kind of, I don't know if you can kind of see it through the light, but like a record book. Numbers on the corners, and it also has kind of a nice yellow. I have some paper that was given to me just an hour ago, and I've cut it and flattened it out. And we'll really be practicing our prints on this paper today. And I have to work really fast because apparently the ink dries quickly, and that can be disastrous. It can clog the screen. We'll see what happens. I'm a little nervous. I don't usually get nervous on Tharp World, but I haven't done this before. So why not do it live in front of everybody? And then you can just see if it works or not, and we'll all have a good laugh at the end, right? Started because the ink is, as we speak, what I've done is I've flooded, is what it's called, the screen here. It's like pancake batter. It's water-based ink. I'm going to, there's a lot of silk screen experts here, so if I do something horribly wrong, I'm sure that they will come to my rescue quickly. So I'm going to put my paper down. I'm going to do my first pass with the squeegee. And this is just kind of getting it ready. It's also very exciting. Okay, that looks pretty good. And so then I'm going to, what's holding this up is a piece of, like a tape dispenser. So I'm going to drop the screen. And then, it's already getting messy. And then just pull through like this with some pressure. And I did this a long time ago. In fact, I used to print T-shirts and stuff this way at home, but I didn't have all this wonderful professional equipment that we have here, like this really wonderful clamp board here and these nice squeegees, so it's really a treat. So, and then I put this here. I got instructions like 5 minutes before the show started, so yay. Let's see how it went. Oh, it's actually it's not bad. Not at all. Oh, and then we put this back so it doesn't get the board all dirty, and I'll hold this up for you guys to see. I was going to do bad drawings because I saw, and I'll actually just talk about what I was going to draw because I was really excited about it, but the ink was going to dry, and so I wouldn't have had a chance to do it. But so let's hold this up so you can see. The paper's a little curly, but can you kind of see them? This is a scene from, it's kind of a blend. It was inspired by my trip to New York and the crowded streets, but it's got some of my favorite Tharp World characters on it. I don't know if you can see closely, but from previous episodes, we have my favorite couple, Walter and Travis, the large gentleman in the center. They're just a lovely couple. I saw them in San Francisco once, having little tiny martinis at 10 in the morning in the Castro, and I've been in love with them ever since. I put them in a lot of my artwork. And we've got some guys with beards, dreaming about beards. Beards have been on my mind lately because they're everywhere. And I like to notice these things. I love to notice like fashion trends and what people are up to. A couple of girls with glasses. So we'll continue. Oh, and this is cool. There's like some gold leaf on it. This is awesome. This was completely not my plan here, but I'm glad it's there. Have to work a little quick. Let's use some of this paper. And we're just going to do this like assembly line style, I think. I don't know if this paper is big enough, actually. I think this paper is too small. This is going to it'll make the board really messy. Oh, I could put this down. Let's try it anyway. I'm going to put this newsprint down. So the whole time Tharp World is just about experimentation and like just the process and the fun of making art and just like all the mistakes. And sometimes the mistakes are really cool. I kind of like making them, except usually not like on the show. But sometimes it happens. It sounds okay. Okay, so let's print this one. I'll lower this. Is this better? Like that? Sounds better? Okay. Getting used to this process. Try to take this guy off. And you can kind of see that that's really quick. To keep my screen from getting dry. Because you've got to keep this ink moving. And the artist who taught me how to do this does silk screening classes here sometimes. And if you are lucky, you may take a class from her. She's an excellent teacher. Daphne Beje. So that's the whole. Oh, that looks cool with the kind of like printed on the side there. So this is really just a tester, but that looks neat. So let's try a different color. And I'll also be able to, we have all these great colors. This textured paper is pretty fun. You don't get as much of the detail, but you do get kind of an interesting effect. And I feel like it's best to put a piece of newsprint down because I cut these papers really quickly and then they're all different sizes. So just to keep the screen nice and keep the board nice and clean. And hopefully our sound is better. Okay. Let's see how this went. Oh, this is a good one. This is actually really nice. Oh! Should I put it down here? I don't want to keep hitting it. It's so inconvenient. It's loud. Should I talk softer? I'm really getting, it's like, I had some coffee earlier and I think it might not have been the best idea, but I was like making up some for someone else, and I'm like, well, I started roasting my own coffee, and so now it's like, it's always a good time for it. So here's our next, on this textured paper. See if you can get kind of a close-up of the texture. Some of it didn't, on this screen, it didn't totally expose in the corners, but you can always go back over it and sort of touch it up with other media like paint or pencils or something, or kind of rework a piece like this, or even collage with it. So I don't really throw these things away because you never know when you're going to need them. I also like to tear them up and put in my sketchbook sometimes, and just kind of like in like 2 weeks you're like, wait, that's awesome, you know, or get ideas for them. So I save stuff like this. So let's try a couple different colors while I get the... Did this get dirty? No, actually it looks pretty good. Let's try this one. So what I wanted to draw in the bad drawing book today, and I was really excited about this, was I was reading the paper, and I even brought the article, because there was something, it was Thursday's San Francisco Chronicle last week. And in the paper, I just have to grab it and show you guys, because it's just like I just wanted to do art. It was so inspiring that I just really wanted to do. Whoops. See, this is just like crazy. It's just like, I keep like hitting it. I don't know what to do with it here. Stop quieter. I just get so excited. But so the latest fashion situation is an invention for the lazy businessman, and this is not a joke. This is actually real. It's a one-piece business suit that a lazy man can zip up like coveralls, you know, like what a mechanic or maybe someone in construction or doing some kind of work like that would wear, except it's a suit. Check it out. There's a man walking like in his suit, and it looks like this, and it zips right up the front. And there's going to be future art about this. It's called the Suitsy, and you can actually buy them. He has like a whole, you know, thingy starting up. You can Google it if you're as interested as I am. But you can tell that it's a one piece because of the way it kind of sits and wrinkles. It's really weird. Plus, you can't take the jacket off. If someone's cold and they need your jacket, like, you're out of luck, you know. So the Suitsy was an inspiring piece from this week. And I was going to do some bad art about it, but that'll probably be a future bad art piece. In the meantime, we'll just work on this silk screening series. And you guys can come by if you're interested in coming by and like, oops, I think I did this wrong, but if you're interested in any of these pieces, you can come by. I'm going to have these for sale. And also, if you subscribe to Art in the Box, you will possibly get one of these pieces in. You never know what you're really going to get. Oh, this one didn't get a lot of ink. This one actually has some kind of ghostly images. Oh, it's kind of cool because it looks like Walter and Travis are sort of in the middle of this crowd, and they're all kind of fading around them. This one's crazy because some of them exposed and some of them didn't. So that's really cool too. Oh, we need to refresh the stream. Don't leave the computer. Just stay and wait for just a second. We're doing some technical